Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi
Hello.
TV and movie channel. We are back. And to address it before we get too further, yes, I'm still a little bit sickly. I hope I feel better soon. It's been 2 weeks with this freaking head cold. I don't think I've ever been sick this long before, and I'm not happy about it. But if I am sniffly, if I start coughing, if you hear me muted and see me going in the background, you know what's going on.
You're dying.
Yeah, trying to survive a little bit. But just to start it off, I'm already dreaming about. I'm 8 days back into a carnivore kind of diet again, just to try to skinny myself up for summer. And Damien, I want some bread, man. That sounds great. Measles? I forgot the measles existed, but it feels like it. Shoot, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go to urgent care and figure that bit out. I've just kind of been hiding out for like 2 weeks, kind of.
Yeah.
All that being said, I was sitting there kind of being sick yesterday, fiddling around, trying to get things done around the office, but finally sat down to watch some shows and eat some dinner yesterday. And I gotta catch up on Andor Foundation. I know we mentioned that a minute ago.
Yeah.
And if I'm sick for any longer, I'm going to just binge those for a day and just
you're going to like kick yourself for not watching Andor earlier, but
likely to catch something else going to the ER. Hey, I actually brought one of my roommates to the ER earlier in the week, and honestly, that might be a reason why I'm getting or continuing to stay sick rather than get better. It might be a point there. Curry will cure it. Try chicken madras. Ooh, I want to, but I'm also on the skinny up. I'm trying to skinny up. I don't know. I'm trying to do that diet. Anyway, all that being said, Sarah, do you feel well at least? How are you doing?
Yes, I do. At least so far. I went to a concert Friday night that was in this kind of like, it's kind of like it's not really a bar, but it's like a dive bar kind of atmosphere, but it's just, they have a lot of bands come and play there, and it was just packed to the gills with people. So
cool.
Hopefully I don't get sick.
I have every finger, every toe, my arms are crossed.
Yeah,
no more sickness.
I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning to watch the Canada versus US hockey game, which US won gold. So very excited about that. So I got my picture up, but yeah, so it's a good day.
Good team. Great day. It's a good day. Period.
Yep.
As they say. I'm glad you're feeling well at least. That being said, we've said what we've done the last couple of days. What do you watch this week?
Some Star Trek. Finished up Pluribus, or maybe that was last week. I don't know. I need to get in the habit of writing everything down that I watch, but just watching, a bunch of Olympics hockey games, because the U.S. women's hockey team also won the gold medal. So that was exciting. Yeah. So, yep. So Canada hates us even more now.
Surprise. That's a daily thing. It just escalates more and more. Canada, we love you around these parts. Yeah. Mostly because y'all love us and watch a bunch of SciTrek. We got a lot of people in Canada that watch us, and we love you. Well, thank you. UK, US, we're a trifecta, and we got a good Australian chunk too, and Portugal. I just love when we get our people in.
Yeah, that's cool.
All that being said, well, I guess we didn't even end up. There's no Farscape or Fallout this week, which is kind of weird. I was really to hear one of our F's right there.
Is there anything new? Well, I guess I watched the most recent episode of Academy, which whatever, but yeah.
Well, have you seen A Night of the Seven Kingdoms yet?
No, but I really want to. Everybody's like going on about it, so that's on the list of my things.
Well, I think I might be going on about it real quick because it's so good. It is so good.
It sounds like it is.
Don't spoil anything. The first 2 episodes, though, you're gonna be, because you've seen House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones, right?
Right. I haven't watched all of House of the Dragon, but I saw at least the first season. I don't know if I
You
watched
know
it.
how they typically take it. It's that
Serious.
epic drama, yada yada.
Mhm.
The first 2 episodes and this whole show so far is very small scale compared. It's like literally the scale of one episode of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon is this season. Which is nice that they kind of take its time to get you used to the 2 characters and the world where we're at right now. It's right after the Targaryens with House of the Dragon. There aren't really dragons around anymore. It's right before Game of Thrones where you see dragons reintroduced. It's that kind of odd sweet spot / terrible spot in Westerosi history. And episode 5 might be my favorite episode of anything Game of Thrones. The first 2 are definitely goofy, silly, just setting up the world. Episode 3 is like, surprise, you're in a Game of Thrones show, just in case you forgot.
Right.
Episode 4 says, oh, no, you are in a Game of Thrones show here. And episode 5 is, this is a song of ice and fire. Feel the ice and feel the fire. And, it's so good. It's so good.
Right.
I can't help but tear up.
I definitely will watch it. I mean, I should, being like a huge fantasy fan that I am. I've got to watch it.
It's phenomenal. I think you'll really like it. And it's more humorous. It kind of almost feels like a fantasy version of a not Mr. Robot, Murderbot is what I was trying to say. Like the first couple episodes almost are on tone, in tune with Murderbot. And then it goes into Game of Thrones. You're like, oh, we're in it. All right.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at right
brutal.
now. It's amazing. The season finale for season 1 is tonight, and I'm both excited and dreading watching episode 5 again. And then we have the finale, so it'll be great.
Yeah. Right, cool.
The trauma from season 8 of Game of Thrones is very real. Yeah. And the season 3 trailer released. Yep. It looked okay. It looked all right. The events of this season are going to be intense. But yeah. So yeah, that was there. Also, while we're still here, watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I think I forgot to mention it last week. While I was sick, the first couple days I was sick, my roommate sat me down and made me watch 2 seasons of an anime within 3 days. So I watched like 40 episodes of 15, 20-minute Jujutsu Kaisen show, which is cool. It's kind of fantasy, mythological almost, like Japanese mythological sorcerers kind of. It's cool. It's a lot of fun. I've never felt more conflicted about watching a show though, because it's so cool. They have so many good elements. The plot's really interesting, but they decide not to tell you the plot most of the time. Just jump you into a bunch of cool scenes, and then they just exposition dump something like it's supposed to emotionally matter.
Right.
Like it has emotionally mattered. They're like, hey, because it's a high school, like a jujitsu high school. Like it's kind of like a Harry Potter, but like it's kind of Japanese Harry Potter in a lot of ways, but a lot more gruesome. Right. Yeah. But it's the worst show I've ever seen and one of the best shows I've ever seen at the same time, because it has zero interest in saying we're going to actually like show you why you should feel the emotions you should feel whenever these characters die, or this character's put in a hard situation, or this character's having to talk to somebody that we're not super familiar with, and why should we be familiar with? Well, here's a 2-minute exposition dump that's like a flashback of this, and it's going to be after the emotional core moment anyway. It pisses me off so much because it all of these things are so like the writing's good. The placement of the writing is complete and utter shite. And I don't know. It frustrates me so much. I've never felt this way about a show where I like everything you're giving me. The order is the worst order ever. And I don't necessarily like to think about it this way, because my roommates were like, this is a great show. You're enjoying it. And I'm like, yes, but also you can see like we're writing a show right now and putting a show together. You can see we wouldn't ever get greenlit if we did this. This animation and the way the storytelling is being told would not make it in the West. If it was in the Western like world, people would say this is shit. We can't do it. You need to actually tell us why, or show us why. Don't tell us why we need to feel this way.
Right. They're just telling you what you're supposed to feel rather than getting you to feel it.
Yeah. And it's frustrated me so much, but I love the show at the same time, and my brain just doesn't know how to like comprehend it yet. I guess
So you're saying the focus of the show is like the animation, not really the story?
Definitely.
Okay.
It is the cool
Yeah.
fight scenes, and I have seen very few fight scenes as cool as this show is willing to give you.
Yeah.
But oof, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets me. I don't know. I love it and I hate it at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah. I used to watch anime all the time, and I haven't in a while. I think the last thing I watched was One Punch Man.
Oh, One Punch Man's awesome though.
It is.
My old college
yeah,
roommate showed me that one. Yeah, I'm not the biggest anime guy in the world, but I jump in every now and then. Speaking of, because my roommates made me watch that, I did make them watch the first 2 episodes of Onimusha, which is an anime I watched on Netflix, I think 2 years ago, and it's good. I watched Landman season 2, episode 6, 7, 8, one day while I was sick, and then yesterday I finished it with the last 2 episodes. It's so good. I've never rooted against Demi Moore in a role before, and I do now. One of our friends came over and we watched the new Vacation movie with Ed Helms, and I guess Chevy Chase still is in it to a degree and everything. And it was a lot. I've always heard bad things about it. I've seen scenes and clips from it, bits and pieces over the years. So I guess it's about 10 years old now. It was a hell of a lot better than I thought it was. Ed Helms is definitely just trying to be like B-level Chevy Chase. Nonetheless, it works. It works. I think the rest of it works better than Ed Helms, but it's really not bad. Hey, I understand it, Monk. I do. This is my thing. Besides that, Landman, yada yada, Vacation. Oh, and one thing, y'all let us know, because I think this might be something that could end up being on the Radical Wasteland podcast in a few weeks. I know we need to talk to our Wackakami maker. We need to talk to our Deathclaw puppeteer guy, and we need to maybe talk a little bit more general Fallout, as well as the season of Pluribus that we have. So after that, in a few weeks, you might say, I did watch the first episode of Paradise last night. I don't want to spoil it because it definitely starts. I definitely spoiled it for Sarah before this started, but I will spoil it for chat, y'all. At least episode 1. I haven't seen past episode 1. Is Paradise something y'all might want to watch on the Radical Wasteland podcast? Just discussion based wise in a few weeks, in a month or so, I guess, realistically.
What streaming service has that?
It's Hulu. So it's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
You like theater, you need to see Hamlet before the Oscars. Jesse Buckley's that good at it. I do. I need to go ahead and finish all the Oscars while I'm sick as well. I wish they would put. I haven't seen any of all of the Oscar nominated. I can't even speak. All the Oscar nominated shorts, or all the Oscar nominated animated shorts, all the Oscar nominated documentary shorts, all those different things. Usually when they put them in like that hour and a half kind of film, I'll go see them in a movie theater, and I haven't seen those being offered anywhere just yet. And I know we're about 3 or 4 weeks away from, I think 3 weeks away from the Oscars, because it's the 14th, I think, of May, or 13th or 14th or 15th. So
May. Wow.
Hydrate. Okay. Gotcha.
Hydrate. Yes.
Stick an IV in me, please. All of that being said, we got what we've watched down. There's interesting things, maybe even more interesting things to talk about with Paradise. We do have something coming up this Wednesday.
Okay.
What? I don't know if we have an official
final
name.
Frontier. I know what you're thinking, but that's just a phrase from.
I know, but it wouldn't hurt either.
I think that may have been used by 1 or 2 other people. You'd have to look. Probably.
Paradise, Sterling K. Brown. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Stanley's. Have you seen it? Because if that's something that you think would be... I didn't realize. I guess I'm trying to not spoil it and also give you the reason why it would be on the Radical Wasteland podcast at the same time. I've only seen episode 1 as well. It is a show that fits a dystopian sci-fi setting. It's not like super duper sci-fi by any means. It doesn't seem like it, at least on only episode 1. But it's definitely a dystopian setting. That's all I can say without spoiling the first episode, I guess. Like,
yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of prompting the question. Just searched it and several options came up. Yeah, and season 2 is on the way. Let me actually Google when Paradise season 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's been several things named that.
Oh, season 2, episode 1 drops tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
That's great.
Yeah.
Here, I'll share this tab real quick so we can all check it out at the same time.
Real life is dystopian enough. I kind of agree some days.
What was it?
Peter's
Real life
comment.
is dystopian enough for me. Hey, there we go. So okay, we got episode 1, 2, and 3 both coming out, or all 3 coming out tomorrow.
Oh.
If it's I think it was an 8-episode first season. Number of episodes is 8.
Right.
Okay, cool. It's an 8-episode first season.
Are they dropping the whole? Anyway, yeah.
By the time that we are done talking about Pluribus, done talking about the Death Claws, done talking about the Wakakami games, there's a good chance that we could go in and talk about Paradise after all that, if that's the case. If there's 3 episodes and 5 episodes left, that gives us 5-6 weeks essentially to catch up with the show and discuss it as a group on Fridays after that. One fun thing, like Greg does know the person that puppeteered or built the puppeteering suits for the Death Claws for season 2 of Fallout, and he also knows the people that built the Wakakami game and so on and so forth in Fallout season 2, which I'm so excited to talk to both those guys about.
Yeah, cool.
I know a couple people that were involved in the Paradise show, and one is the special effects editor, and she's awesome. And then one's a good friend of mine that we did some plays together when I first got out here. His whole family's just good people, good friends with them, and he's got a small part in the season, but he gets beat up like nobody's business, I know, in one of these episodes, and I'm excited to see that, but yeah, we have people that we can interview and talk to about that show as well, so that might be a fun little avenue to take on the Radical Wasteland podcast in the future. In about 6 weeks, to let you know. So you now know our next month and a half of Radical Wasteland podcast. See you every Friday. What was that? Huh? Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Woo! Hey, Valentine Puppy, how are you?
We are all doing well.
Yeah, as well as I can be with if you hear me being a little sick. That's my only not well right now. But besides that, oh wait, Sprite's really good. I like Sprite Zero. I'm older. The sugar's not good for you. I really like your hat. Thank you. I got it in. I always want to call it New Vegas because we've been watching so much Fallout.
New Vegas. We should call it New Vegas.
It's just so like oh my god, it cracks me up. I've told this story to maybe 20 people. I just know, just in conversation at different points, because it cracks me up that Greg and I just so nonchalantly one day talk about Fallout. We were like, oh yeah, cannibalism. It's just a perk in the games. He's just got a cannibalism perk. And you said
cannibalism? Yeah.
Cannibalism is a perk? You were like, what is going on? What are you guys saying?
Yeah.
My brain's so Fallout oriented that it's just it's now New Vegas.
Yep. Yeah. I wish I had time to play games. I just don't. So,
see, I was literally thinking about that this morning, where I have been sick for 2 weeks. But if I sit down and start playing a video game, even while sick, even though we would be talking about it on here and it has stuff that we could, talk and make some videos on and all these different things, I still feel like I'm being lazy if I sit down to play something for too long. Like I can't let myself.
But stream it on Discord while you're playing or whatever.
See, that would be the easy excuse.
Like timekeepers. That was real captivating.
I'm so boring when I play games because I'm very much the person that's just like, I don't want to play with anybody else. Just let me put me in a world and I'm just playing. Just let me explore. And the exploring is not necessarily exciting.
Yeah.
I don't.
Twitch account. Yep.
I don't know.
Just squeeze that in there.
Yeah, squeeze that in with the rest of it all. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest gamer in that sense, or gaming with people necessarily. But maybe one day we'll see.
Yeah.
All of that being said, once again, this Wednesday is going to be an interesting Wednesday.
Yes.
We had some Stargate Outpost this past week, which means I guess it's our bye week. We don't have Stargate Outpost this week.
Nope. But Greg and I are going to be starting up a new thing. Yay.
So excited. Yeah, you and Greg are starting up a Star Trek podcast. I'll be there in the background to help, do the
producer. We're actually going to have a show with a producer. Wow.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What are y'all essentially talking about again? Just kind of establishing the podcast and stuff?
Just we're going to talk about why we love Star Trek, what got us into it, our fandom, I guess, whatever you want to say. And then we'll probably get into some Academy. And I guess, we don't have it all planned out yet. We're just kind of starting this Wednesday, and we'll see where it takes us. And then we'll probably do some Academy stuff. And then just whatever else. We'll probably try to keep up on Star Trek news. And, we may have Jay coming in once in a while to talk about some stuff. And yeah, it'll be fun if you're a Star Trek fan.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be here on SciTrek.
It'll be here, yeah.
Led by SciFi Sarah and Greg the Ghoul, of course.
Yeah.
What the proper viewing order is.
Yes, that's all we're going to talk about until Harris changes his mind.
I will let y'all know. I guess I did watch a little bit of Star Trek Enterprise again this week, and I'm trying to catch up to where we left off in season 2, and hopefully within the next week or so, we can get back on chronological Trek, which would be fun. It might piss a bunch of people off.
It is kind of an interesting way to watch it. I wonder what, parts will have you going like, what was that about? And then everybody who's a Trek fan's like, oh, it totally is. Anyway, but you'll figure it out. Once you see it all, the puzzle pieces will fit together, I guess.
All right. Thank you, Valentine. Also, you said, do you want to know more as to why I'm worried? You said you were worried about
this Stargate miniseries.
Yeah, let us know. We'll talk. This is hanging out today. Tony. Howdy.
Hello.
When is Captain 7 of 9 show coming out? I don't know. I guess I've heard 7 of 9.
Jerry Ryan, there was talk of, what was it going to be called? Legacy, but I don't know if that's happening. I guess we'll have to see now that, Skydance now bought Paramount or whatever. I think that's kind of all up in the air. I guess we'll see what happens. Because there's the whole thing of like, there's been no official word about Kurtzman's situation, but it's looking like he's out and probably, they're going to take it a different direction, but that might mean we don't get Star Trek for a couple of years, but we'll see what happens. I mean, no idea for sure. It's just, this is all, kind of stuff that's floating out there about what's going on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monk brings up a great point. We need to get RMB, Mr. Robert Meyer Burnett himself, on there to rant about how dead Star Trek is now. He's getting very dramatic about it right now on his channel. That would be a great idea. He's somebody that I would absolutely adore and love to get hooked up with. I followed him for years and so on and so forth. If you remember I guess I have connections to him as well. I have someone that has his phone number and is very good friends with him, and I might be able to ask to see if we can get him on to talk some Star Trek at a certain point.
Yeah.
I think though, because every other week, obviously this week we're doing Star Trek. After that, the following week will be Stargate Outpost. So we'll be switching off Stargate, Star Trek, Stargate, Star Trek, Stargate, Star Trek. Every other week, and that I think will be a good consistency kind of thing for just the ability to talk about both.
And I will be there for both when I can.
And we'll get Greg every other Wednesday and Friday. Every Friday, but now every other Wednesday as well, which will be fun.
Right.
And he's just as much of a Trekkie as he is Fallout. I think his first love was Trek before Fallout anyway. Fallout might have over-encapsulated just a little bit, but hey, it happens, you know.
Well, Trek is a gateway drug to science fiction for a lot of people. Yeah, that's what gets them going down that road.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's just going to be, I think, a really fun show. Like you said, Jay will pop in and discuss things whenever he's feeling all right and ready to come in. Obviously, there will be Star Trek is a very news heavy thing still, so there will be some news things. I think y'all said y'all are going to start with This Week in Star Trek every single time, which I love. The acronym is TWIST, so we're twisting at the beginning of every single one of those streams, and it's going to be great. But yeah. Well, if y'all have ideas, if y'all have wants from something like that, y'all message us, put it in the community tab. Let Sarah and Greg know. If you see them posting over on SciFi Sarah or on Theater Unleashed or anything like that, where you find them on their like kind of daily basis, message and say, hey, this is what we're looking for, and something like that. And we know you like to talk about this, so how's this angle sound to discuss? You know, y'all are familiar with us. We're familiar with y'all. Let's hang out and talk some Star Trek.
Sounds cool.
It's gonna be a good time.
If any, do we want to take submissions for ideas, or are we settled on what it is, the name of the podcast?
I guess that is. We're not entirely sure the name just yet. We do have an interim name.
Yes.
Would y'all like to let us know if y'all like the interim name? Because it is kind of fun. Obviously, I'm not Star Trek focused or anything like that, so I don't know any cool alliterations or anything like that, or fun sayings from it or anything like that. So I wasn't necessarily a whole bunch of help, or it can be a bunch of help. Nonetheless, we did get a good one. Apparently, what's is it the Riker maneuver? Is the what maneuver?
The SciTrek maneuver, which is a play on the Riker maneuver or the Picard maneuver.
Okay.
Which is the
I was like, I know it's the something maneuver. I think it was Riker.
Yeah. I mean, twist is what we'll call sort of like the news segment. Yeah.
But do y'all like the SciTrek maneuver? That's our interim name at the moment. If y'all can think of any other great podcast names, please let Sarah and Greg and I know, and Jay know, and you might just win the pull out of the hat there, which would be pretty fun.
Treknado.
That's funny. Roger Avery's super critical. What about him? I did see Roger Avery starting as
Star
AI.
Trek, I'm assuming, of super critical of new Trek. I'm assuming he's from Pulp Fiction. And
he helped write it. He's one of Quentin Tarantino's like writing partners. He has his podcast is Quentin Tarantino's podcast. They share a podcast.
Kobayashi Maru. That's very like you're a fan if you know what that is. But that's she kind of difficult?
She's from Enterprise, right?
It refers to Captain Kirk and something he did when he was at the Academy. So,
that's a good name too, Damien. The Holotrek. I like that too.
Yeah, we mentioned like the holodeck, but I was like, that's kind of boring. But I was like, there's something there. But yeah, Holotrek would be good.
I'm definitely writing that one down.
Since we are kind of coming to you virtually.
I moved my desk around and now I don't know where all my paper is. Valentine, we'll get there in a second. We're just still talking about Star Trek right now, so we'll get to Stargate right after. The Holotrek or just Holotrek is honestly great. I don't believe in a no-win scenario.
That's a line that Kirk says. It's
Okay. Unwinnable simulation.
I mean, do you want me to give you the whole story? I was just trying to.
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll save it for Wednesday. Stuff
Okay.
like that. Because honestly, that first episode of y'all's Star Trek podcast on Wednesday could be kind of discussing and figuring out a name with folks. Twist is good, it's fine. Yeah, but that's just the segment, remember? Not the actual like podcast itself.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a segment, a subtitle, I guess you could say. Yeah, we're gonna do like a news segment, and we'll call it that. So
only the best SciTrek members can success in the Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah.
It's from Star Trek, the second movie about impossible to win.
Yeah, that's where we get the whole story about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all we have for Star Trek at the moment? Because we can always jump back into it. Because Valentine has some thoughts.
For now, I mean, we'll probably have some controversial views about new Trek. I don't know how much of new Trek Greg has watched. I didn't ask him, but
I think he said he's seen all of it besides the most recent season of Strange New Worlds, and he hasn't seen Starfleet Academy just yet.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But I think he's catching up on Pluribus and Starfleet Academy right now, is what he was saying. And by the time it is time to discuss Starfleet Academy and its season finale, I think he'll be prepared for it. And then this coming Friday,
Pluribus.
They're gonna be Pluribusing. So I was like, it's Wednesday. That's only 2 days away, and my brain just was like, oh no, you're still sick. It's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
It's whatever the hell it is.
Are we doing Farscape tomorrow too? Anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Even if I'm sick, I can just.
We're just watching Farscape.
If I sneeze instead of if I laugh and then accidentally sneeze from that laugh into a Farscape thing, you know what's happened. Because there's a lot of weird things that happen in that show.
Yeah.
It really is. It saves me so many times. I'm like, let me just not like gross y'all out for a second if possible.
As long as we don't see any gunk, I think we're good.
Oh, please. No. Yeah, that would not be great. Okay, so Valentine, I think we are getting to some Stargate. Wait.
Yep.
This might be Doctor Who first, though.
Yeah.
Chris Chibnall ruined Doctor Who with the Timeless Child episode. Russell T. Davies, once a great Who writer, came back and took what Chibnall did and ruined it even more.
The first, I guess you could say, like, what was it, 5 seasons of when they rebooted it in 2005 or whatever it was. Those are good. But this time coming back, like everybody was all excited, like, oh, it's going to be good again. It just wasn't. So
that's
well, to see what Doctor Who is one of those things that's like in limbo right now too. We'll see what that's going to do because Disney I think backed out of supporting it. So.
Yeah, it's no longer Disney, but they have Billy Piper back. Like,
yeah, that's that we'll have to see what happens with that. I would love a Babylon 5 reboot. Some people don't want a reboot. I want to see Babylon 5 done right with a good budget. But a lot of people just want it to be a continuation, which I would be okay with that, I guess. But it'd be cool to do a reboot with a good budget.
Yeah, because wasn't JMS wanting to do a reboot himself?
Yeah, I think it came, I don't know how close, but I think it went to development. I'm not 100% sure. Don't take what I'm saying as like actual fact. This is just
because it was either the reboot
things I remember
that he was trying to get made or the continuation.
Yeah, and then it
didn't talked about, and they had their little bat,
It didn't happen, and
yeah.
So we'll see. And now it seems like it's it's kind of unlikely that would happen because they did an animated release and that did pretty well, I guess. And a lot of people thought because that did well, it would lead to the show. But then I don't know, there's some other things going on. And it just didn't happen. And then he moved to England. So what was last year's a successful reboot?
Here, before we get to that,
BSG.
I mean, that's true. Next up, though, on that list of what's going to have a successful reboot.
Ooh, yes.
It matches what Martin Garrow said about learning new things and growing and changing all of that and bringing that to the miniseries. And it really worries me. It really does. We have seen this before.
Yeah. I can understand the trepidation about it. But I think they've got to really, they brought back people that were from the original 3 series. So I think that's a very positive sign. It's gonna be different than the original 3, but I'm very hopeful since they've got the right people together to do this, that I think it'll be good. I think it's gonna be in universe. It's it is gonna be a continuation, I think, which I like. They're not doing a hard reboot, which is good. I'm very curious to see what they do with it, and hopefully they don't overthink it. But like I said, you got the right minds putting their heads together to do this, so I'm very hopeful.
Me too, and I do see what you're saying, Valentine. Where the Russell T Davies coming back and thinking it's a sure thing and all that. Like I understand the trepidation, and realistically, and might not be the popular thing to say necessarily within the Stargate community right now, but we should be trepidatious. I don't think we should allow that vitriol that a lot of other fandoms tend to have alongside their caution and trepidation.
Yes.
Rise up necessarily. I think we should probably try to quell the vitriol if possible, but I from the looks of it, Martin Garrow seems pretty darn poised to do really well. And
I think he wants to do well. I mean, I think, he's a fan of the show. It's not like they just brought in some outside person that doesn't know anything about Stargate at all. Like
I'm not the most Who-oriented person, so y'all tell me if I'm right, wrong, or indifferent here. But just from kind of the outer perspective and hearing Matt talk about it and y'all talk about it and everybody talk about it for so long, it feels like Russell T Davies. Sure, he might love Doctor Who, but he wasn't necessarily interested in telling Doctor Who stories at a certain point. And for right, wrong, or indifferent, again, it became, how can I put my politics into a story? And we know how that turned out for a couple years. And that didn't. I don't think that sat well with anybody across any fandom, across anywhere. It just kind of has become more and more grating over time, whether it's woke or anti-woke or whatever the hell it ends up being.
Right. And I think I think there's definitely things where those agendas are being put into shows, but sometimes it's just what the story is. And they weren't intentionally trying to make it woke, but if you're looking for that, you're going to see it. You're going to find it. And some shows just
like saying it, but
do it too over the top, too heavy-handed, and it's just, even if you watch, go watch a show from like 30 years ago, and you could say, "Oh, that's you could probably find things in it." It's just they weren't as heavy-handed back in the day, I guess. It's just I'm not too worried about that. I'm not even going to go in like looking for that or thinking about that unless it just happens to stand out on its own.
Agreed, 1,000%. Yeah. And Valentine's saying we have seen what Star Trek and Star Wars and other series have suffered recently with politics and stuff. And Martin Garrow's statements worry me. Which statements do you think kind of worry you about that? If you don't mind us asking, just because I haven't heard anything that makes it seem like it's going to be agenda focused, whichever way that agenda focus would lean. I don't think. All
right, hang on. I gotta.
Oh, no worries. I don't know if that's something that we should fret about till we get there. I think it's fretting for the sake of fretting until we're actually in the moment of, hey, we got the show and show's pretty good, or hey, the show's not what we were hoping for, which would not be the best case. But Martin Garrow seems like he loves Stargate. Obviously, he loves Stargate, and he hasn't necessarily the one he said about growing and changing and learning new things. It's almost the same statement that Russell T Davies said. Well, you have to say something like that no matter what. Whenever you're continuing, even if it's a light reboot, it is continuing and growing and evolving the world that we are familiar with. So that's kind of, no matter what the series is, you kind of have to say something like that if you're going to continue a longevity kind of a series like this. That also being said, we could end up in the same situation. Hopefully not. But you are right to air caution and trepidation nonetheless. I don't think we should lose the trepidation for blind optimism. Nonetheless, I think we should focus on the optimistic side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and even if I just hope the fans like stick with it, even if it has a little bit of a shaky beginning, because if they need to get the numbers to keep it going for it to find its footing and get good, and like a lot of things don't want to. I mean, it seems like maybe Amazon has a little more patience than Netflix, for instance, but we'll see. Yeah, he's not showrunner, but he's writing also. Well, I don't know if he's the head writer, but
the showrunner is
inputting.
The head of the writer's room. Like the showrunner bullet points and gives you the nitty-gritty details of what the writer should be hitting in each episode. And then the writer writes that episode based upon the notes that they're given. So he is the writer. He's in charge of every single writer there is for the show. So there is he is the unification of the writer's room, if that makes easy sense. Right. Yes. Yeah, that's what we're trying to kind of get across here. We don't want to end up but they definitely do other things. They're also a producer. It's like heading up the writer's room and then like producing as well. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stop doing what I was doing right there for a second.
No, showrunners wear a lot of hats, that's for sure.
They do.
And
ultimately, the most important thing is to not do what Star Trek and Star Wars,
right?
And Doctor Who.
I don't get the sense that that's what they're looking to do. But again, we have to just wait and see what happens. I'll stay optimistic.
Yeah,
and I'll give them a long leash, even because I really want it to be successful. So
and it is the hardest job.
For sure.
Technically show running a show that we're planning to film this summer right now, and it's a lot. It's a lot of fun at the same time. It's super rewarding, and we're not even in the true filming process just yet, and it's already rewarding. So I'm excited to see what Garrow cooks up with team, because it's not just Garrow. We did get Brad Wright and Malazzi back as consultants. There's a lot more of the team coming back too, and they're gonna have new people on board too, which is interesting. I think the biggest thing that we're all looking to see essentially is how many episodes we're gonna get now. I think that's like the penultimate question right now.
Right. It's never gonna be 20. I mean, we'd love that, but it's not gonna be that. 10 to 13 would be my guess. And I'm kind of bummed they're filming it in England too, because I just live a couple hours south of Vancouver, so it's kind of a bummer. Not that I would like to be there anyway, but
Well, one of the first videos I filmed whenever I got this office set up, which is banked up and we need to get going, but it was how Stargate can save Hollywood, and it's not. That's scrapped now. It's not saving Hollywood.
Hollywood
North, a pilot miniseries
or Hollywood North.
But
we'll see.
Brings up good points. You're bringing up great points, Valentine, and there's trepidation to be had nonetheless. I think that England is definitely being more utilized as a production hub base, because they did say they are going to be filming worldwide as well, which leaves the bigger budgets.
Locations
seem like it'll be less episodes. We'll see. We'll see what ends up actually happening.
Yeah. So who knows? They might do some location shoots in Vancouver or something.
They'd have to do something just to appease us.
Different places around the world, I could see that. Whereas, in SG1, they kind of had to, let's pretend this is this, whatever it is. And they all kind of looked very similar. Now they can actually, they have the budget to go film in Africa or something, or in China or whatever, So that's really cool.
Go to Namibia and film in the desert for a little bit, or go to Malaysia and give us some crazy rainforest or some kind of crazy something. Brad Wright's involved. That is already a step in the right direction.
Like the big, that's him being involved is huge.
As obviously Brad Wright is the head honcho in that sense, but I am very, 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 very happy Malazzi's on board as well. I think the two of them,
especially because they're like the SG-1 Atlantis.
They yin and yang so well. It's just it's that push and pull, but it's a natural push and pull, and not like a bad way. It's great. I think the two of them being involved quells a lot of that worry that we might have had with maybe Garrow's comments being similar to something RTD would have said back in the day, or so on and so forth. Fingers are succinctly crossed here.
Right. It is true. The writer's room is in. Oh, never mind.
No, go for it. Sorry.
The comment below that one that you just highlighted.
Oh, okay. We'll go through real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me put it this way. Crusade, the Babylon 5 spinoff show, is 13 episodes, and it feels too cut short. So 10 or 13 is not enough. It's just not enough. But if people like the Stargate miniseries, maybe more.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't think 10's enough. I don't even think 13's enough. I think 16 or 18, like that Walking Dead kind of style, would be the most effective. And even I've been saying that for a couple of weeks, and there are times where Walking Dead kind of got caught in the whole formula of nothing big's going to happen unless it's episode 1 or the mid-season finale or the mid-season premiere or the actual finale.
Right.
Hopefully this prods along better than that and doesn't just stick to that. But hey, if it's 16 episodes, there's not necessarily a need to do.
If it becomes really popular, they might add more episodes, but I don't know if they're going to invest that much in that many episodes
up front
at the start. Yeah.
They're
going to want to see how it does.
Again,
and I hope that Joe Flanagan gets, I think we're going to see legacy characters pop up and be recurring. But I think I'm just curious what they're going to do with that. How what's happened over the last 15, whatever many years, like what's been going on. It'll be interesting how they tell that story.
There's so much to catch up with. But at the same time, I'm with you where I think it feels like all of the actors have definitely been posting a lot more recently. I don't know if that's them just trying to get on the show or what, or
probably a bit of that.
It's got to be to a degree. But it's making me feel like the show's going to be much more a regular continuation rather than all right, we'll have
or
this
like
character here once this season,
like soft reboot, like there's going to be an SG-1 team, the next generation kind of thing, and, it'd be nice to see Carter, maybe running Carter or Mitchell running the SGC. I could see either of them being the one doing that.
Carter, Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think they make the most sense.
Right. I mean, I could see Daniel still being around. Maybe he's running teams of archaeologists or something, could be interesting, and he doesn't have to be in like every episode. Yeah.
I loved Woolsey leading Atlantis by the end of the show.
Yeah. He was really
we all thought it was going to be bad, and it all ended up being great. I still would love to see Daniel lead Atlantis wherever it is now.
It would be. Yeah.
Like if it's not him, bring back Jonas Quinn and let Jonas lead it. Like, sorry, like Jonas does not get enough love. I love.
Yeah, it'd be fun to bring. I mean, hopefully I think they'll, especially like in the beginning, you would think they're going to want to sprinkle in a bunch of fan service, and then maybe later on we fall in love with the new characters, and then
the fan service should be there to forward the story and not just be there for fan service. And having these people be leads of different departments and programs allows the show to feel lived in, to feel continuously from the previous shows, and also guide the new show to where it needs to be. And if they utilize that correctly, it could be the most seamless reboot that we've gotten
Right.
maybe since Top Gun Maverick, if anything.
Yeah.
The last good reboot, the last good like actual reboot that we got, I think was Top Gun Maverick. Yes, it was just a movie, but Battlestar Galactica is a TV show from 2004. Like,
yeah, I mean it's getting a little old now, but yeah.
I think Maverick's probably our most
yeah
realistic recent thing. Besides that, maybe the Halloween movies, like those the first and the third one were decent. The second one was a little screwy, but the Halloween movies weren't shabby. And I feel like there are a few others. But yeah, just to get back to what Valentine was saying about those 10 or 13 episodes and to equate it with The Walking Dead, because I think that 16, 18 episodes is the sweet spot like The Walking Dead has. As long as we don't fall into that pattern of the split seasons like that. Yeah. I don't think they should split the seasons at all, even if it's 16 or 18.
Right. I think that was just for like cost saving measures, wasn't it? Doing the splitting. I remember when, what was it? Sopranos did that and it was like hugely controversial. And now like everybody does it all the time. Yeah.
It was a early and mid 2000s thing and to the aughts and to the teens, I guess, pretty consistently. But and that being said, Walking Dead did start with 6 episodes. So it was that.
Yeah, and then it blew up.
Can we do it?
And then
it was, okay, we can do it.
Yeah, it definitely had that feel of like they didn't think this was going to be successful, and then it was everything.
Well, it was definitely more trying it out, I guess. And they tried it out. And
and it worked.
Well. Are we going to be upset if Prime only gives us 6 episodes? Because the other thought
I'd almost be like, just call it a mini series then. And
well, it would just be the first season. It would feel more like a mini series for sure.
Yeah.
But Night of the Seven Kingdoms is out right now. It's only 6 episodes. Final episode comes out tonight.
Right.
That 5th episode is my favorite episode of Game of Thrones, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Right. I gotta go in about 10 minutes here.
So perfect. Cool. So I don't know. I'm not convinced right now, I guess. After A Night of the Seven Kingdoms has just come out, that season 1 being a little shorter, I can understand why they would do it. I don't want them to. I want season 1 to be 16 episodes as well.
Right. But I just want the fandom to really like stick with it, give it a long leash if that's needed. I mean, it might be like 6 episodes are awesome and we're all on the edge of our seat waiting for when's more coming out, you know? That's what I hope happens, but we'll see. It's hard. There's going to be people that like love it. There's going to be people that hate it. And I just hope the people that love it get out there and, you know, post on social media and do all that stuff about what they love about it. And, you know, that everybody just a lot of interaction takes place positively.
Yes. I mean, that's if we can keep saying it until the cows come home kind of deal, we will. Just we don't need to be toxic positivity, because that's also, I guess, been part of Star Wars and Star Trek and all that on the opposite side, where some people just want to complain, and then there's the other kind of point of it where, oh no matter what it is, it's Star Wars, so it's great. Oh no, it's Star Trek, so it's great. So put it down your gullet and you're gonna like it, and you better like it. And it's just like, all right, okay, hands up, please. Like, come on.
Yeah, we don't need to have that. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect, you know, and it's not going to look and feel like SG1. I mean, it's going to in a sense, but I mean, the look, you know, it, like I said, I think it's going to have more of a look of like a BSG, SGU Expanse kind of thing. And hopefully they keep the humor. I think they definitely want to keep the voice the same, you know, where it's hard sci-fi mixed with humor, mixed with, you know, drama and all those other things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, they're going to have much better special effects and props, and it's going to have a better budget, I think, than the original. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely will. And that's going to be just interesting to see. I think that's kind of our biggest litmus test is,
they'll have
are
to
you
have
spreading that budget over a long season, or are you going to give us that prestige 8 to 10 episodes of TV or 6 episodes of TV for an initial pilot season, if anything, I guess.
Right, and that it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Daniel's the head of, because we were talking about in Atlantis and SGU kind of went into this where it was more of like a international group kind of starting to run it rather than it just being the Air Force or the US government. It was kind of starting to become a shared thing. So we'll see where things stand with that. Is this a thing that's still under US control, or is it in a neutral site where we have a group from several different countries that are in the know? Because there's probably going to be several countries that don't know. Because again, I think it should still be a secret and not public knowledge. But
Agreed.
if they make it public knowledge, I'd like to see how they handle that. I don't know. It just
makes so much more sense to me to have
there's Russia too.
Space programs be public and not the actual Stargate program.
Right. Yeah, or they're hiding that funding in the space program or whatever, So.
Oh, Peter, I wish there was a season 2 of Skeleton Crew.
Mm-hmm. They haven't.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it turns out
I liked it. It was fun.
They might
even though it was Star Wars Goonies, but I liked it still.
It was my favorite thing since Andor, and Andor was my favorite thing since Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my favorite thing since Rebels.
Yep.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton Crew season 2 might actually be becoming a thing with Filoni being in charge now.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see. Duncan Egg takes place after House of the Dragon. Can I watch Duncan Egg before House of the Dragon? Yes, you can. Chronologically, technically not, but also you're not going to have anything spoiled for you necessarily. You might get some larger historic beats, and like Prince Maekor walks around and he has he's a Targaryen and he's got his dagger on his belt, and it's the same dagger that Daemon Targaryen had from House of the Dragon. That's what you got. Like it doesn't tell you how Daemon died, if he died of old age, if he died in battle, if he died anything like that. It doesn't say what happened to anybody else. It doesn't say what happened to anybody in a spoilery sense, because they are aware that people are watching that haven't seen House of the Dragon and so on and so forth. Now, watching Game of Thrones before Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Duncan Egg, yeah, you're going to get some stuff spoiled, but they didn't know they were going to be this successful and continue on 12, 15 years after they've already been doing.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm going to have to get out of here in a couple of minutes.
All right.
But I think we had a good convo today.
Yeah, it was fun. Just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very good. Very good. There's Reigns of Castamere and Battle of the Bastards are right behind it.
The Red Wedding. That's like the worst episode.
It's such a good episode. It's so sad, but it's so good.
Yeah. Now if George Too Many R's Martin would finish the series already, geesh.
He also did just say that he was going to do, I guess not just now, but people are now remembering that he was going to do it, is he's got 2 more Duncan Egg novellas that he wants to write. So he's not done writing Duncan Egg either. There's more.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Even more than the Red Wedding or Purple Wedding? Red Wedding is Reigns of Castamere, if I believe. I don't think Red Wedding's the title of the episode.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's in the book. It gets, I think in the story, it gets called that.
It's referred to as the Red Wedding.
Yeah.
When I said George, I meant Lucas. All the Georges.
Yep. Oh, we got it.
We
get it.
Timing. Yeah, well. Was Coldplay providing the music? Probably my favorite Coldplay song. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the great stream. Thank you for helping us have cool topics, Valentine. You've been super helpful. Stanley's, Damien, everybody. Secular Monk, you've been completely awful. I don't know what's been going on. You haven't mentioned bird blindness once.
Right.
Please, no more bird blindness. I'm just kidding. We love you. But no, it's been a fun stream. Obviously being a little bit sickly, just trying to get y'all ready for this Wednesday stream with Sarah and Greg, of course. There wasn't like a whole bunch of stuff to talk about this week necessarily. The bird blindness. Here it is. I'm showing restraint, sir. Hey, David did pop in. Seen all of season 1 of Paradise. It's good with some very predictable parts. Bye. Heyo.
Yep.
Got to be nice to the sick. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Me cackling about some bird blindness would have like maybe hack up something like in the middle of the stream on accident. So I do appreciate.
Like what
all
is
that being said, though. Anyway. Sorry, go for it.
No, just talking about birds. Anyway, never mind. You don't need to go there.
Uh-oh. That could go so many different angles. I'm worried where it was going to. Everything being said, though, thank you all for making just a fun hangout on a Sunday this fun to be. The nights who say, nee.
Shrubbery.
That totally made me need it. We're alive somehow, some way. Anyways, what you have for us this week, of course, tomorrow for our Patreon members, you do have Barscape Tree on, and we're pretty close to the tail end of season 3 there. It is wacky and crazy and zany as can be right now. And I'm excited and trepidatious to bring that word back into play every second we watch that. Also, Wednesday, of course, the SciTrek maneuver, or whatever it ends up being called, Star Trek podcast with Sarah and Greg begins. That's going to be exciting. Friday, of course, we'll be back with you with the Radical Wasteland podcast to discuss that first season of Pluribus.
Yep.
That show is great. It's so weird. It's so good. I'm excited to talk about it. Oh yeah.
I like it's just
It's Fallout. It's pre-Fallout invasion of the Body Snatchers, and it's amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
So we've got Monday, we've got Wednesday, we've got Friday. We will see y'all there, hopefully in all 3 of them. If not, we'll definitely see you Wednesday and Friday. Patreon members, we'll see you Monday. And anything else pops up, we'll let y'all know. Bring your happy selves, Star Trek loving selves for Wednesday, and give Greg and Sarah a good send off for this podcast. And I think it's gonna be a good time. I think it's gonna be a really good time. Thank y'all again. We love and appreciate y'all. This has been Sci-Fi Sundays.
Bye.
So stay cosmic, SciTrekkers, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios.
Bye.